back to school. They're heading there in a few weeks, and you know, weeknights can get hectic. Eating well can fall by the wayside, so here with his simple 10-ingredient grocery list that will make 5 delicious recipes to cover you from Monday to Friday is our food expert, Jason Skrobar. This is so good and so timely.
It's good and really easy.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that everyone could do this at home, so what we did is we came up with 10 things that you could buy at the grocery store and then take those 10 things and make 5 completely different dishes. So we've got chicken thighs and salmon, eggs. People need to eat more eggs for dinner. Spinach, tomatoes, peppers, and zucchini are all of your veg. And then we've got farro, goat cheese, and yogurt. Farro is like a grain you can use. Brown rice and quinoa if you don't have farro at home. We'll get into that later, but we're gonna start with the salmon.
Okay.
So this is one of the most simple things you can do to cook salmon or any fish, and this is really good for kids to do as well.
Okay.
So basically what you're doing is you're cooking it in parchment, so you're steaming the fish.
Okay.
So you take a piece of parchment and you want to have a bed of veg that you lay the fish on top of.
Okay.
So what we're doing is we're gonna take some zucchini if
That's
you wanna
pretty
help
color
me.
too, I will.
We're gonna lay that down.
You know why I like this, Jason, a lot, this whole idea?
Yeah.
Is because then I don't ever feel like, oh, I don't have the right ingredients. If I just keep this in the house,
Exactly,
I've
right?
got some meals on hand.
And you can
Okay,
do
great.
that for all week. And then we're gonna
Good
add
idea.
a few pieces of lemon as well. And then you take your fish and you lay that on top. And so what creates the steam to cook this is a little bit of lemon juice. So you're gonna pour
nice.
the lemon juice over top.
Okay.
And then always good with butter. So we're gonna
Butter
take a
makes
little bit of
everything
butter and we're gonna just dot it over top or around like that, like that, like that, okay? And then if you can take some of that fresh dill,
Ooh, yum.
I just want you to pour a little bit on top like that.
Okay.
So the trick
smells
to
good.
this now is you cover it over top and then you're gonna start making little folds and you're gonna create a half moon. So you start here and then you go like this and you keep making folds.
Okay.
I know this is a little bit...
It's like a craft.
It's like
and
a craft.
supper all at
and
the
your
same
kids
time.
can do this.
Okay.
And you keep going around and around and around, and we've got some in the oven. So basically what you've created is a package. It's not as pretty as it, but you've created a package, so there's a little bit of air in there. You take this and you bring that to the oven, and we've got some already done.
Let me see. Okay.
Okay. And it puffs up like this. And then what you do
be careful because of the steam,
is you
right?
take it and you cut it open.
Careful, don't burn yourself. Ooh.
There you go.
Yum.
So then you have dinner, and then your kids could help you do this, right?
Oh, that
because
smells
it's
so
so
good.
easy to do, right?
Yep.
All the veg is cooked, the fish is cooked. You make a few of these, and you have a salad, and you're good.
How long in the oven?
So this was in the oven for 15 minutes.
And the prep was really fast.
Like, so easy.
Done and done. All right, let's move on to this.
So the
much
next
good
one
color.
is another one that's pretty simple, and this is good for your kids that don't like to eat meat.
Okay.
So you're using this grain, which is the farro that I was talking about before. And like I said, if you don't have farro, it's a newer grain that's on the market. It's been around for years, but people are starting to sell it more often. It's
a little
really
thicker than a rice.
It's meaty. It's got a little bit of nuttiness to it. So what I've done is I've created a stuffing for the peppers. And really what we're using is all the veg that's in this list. So we've got tomatoes, we've got peppers, and we've got zucchini and spinach.
Yeah.
And you cook that. And then this goes in the oven for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then I've made a goat cheese sauce. So really, it's just goat cheese, some seasoning, a little bit of chicken stock.
Yeah.
And you pour that over top. This goes back into the oven, and then this is what you get.
Yeah. Now, if I have a little one who maybe doesn't like goat cheese, could you like a Parmesan or a
Totally. You can
cheddar
swap
cheese?
out the goat. It's just really to give a little bit more flavor to it. You could,
Okay.
like I was saying to someone else earlier, you can serve this without the cheese sauce if you don't want the cheese.
Okay, I want to get to these last 2 dishes because I feel like my kids could eat this. And you were mentioning eggs. We do breakfast for supper a lot at my house.
That's great. I don't think a lot of people do it as much as you should or as you can.
What is this?
So what this is an open-faced chicken flatbread. But what we've done is we cooked off a bunch of chicken thighs in this tomato sauce. And really, this is so simple. You could do this on Sunday, and then you would have all this chicken and tomato sauce for either lunches or dinners for the rest of the week.
Okay.
And what we did is we made these flatbreads. The recipe's on the website.
Great.
It's really simple. There's only a few ingredients. And what we did is we took the leftover chicken, we made a goat cheese and yogurt sauce, and this goes on top.
Okay.
And then you you take the chicken on top.
Okay.
That goes under the broiler for about 10 minutes.
Ooh, nice.
Just to warm it through.
Yep.
And then once it comes out of the oven, Then we've just topped it with some spinach that's been chiffonade, and that's like a dinner or a lunch.
I love that.
And
This
then
last one
this
really
is the
quickly,
last one.
poached
This
eggs.
is like it's based off of a Turkish dish. And a lot of people don't know, but in Middle Eastern cuisine, you use yogurt in almost everything.
Okay.
So what they do is they've taken yogurt and they've added a little bit of olive oil and some garlic, and you just take some poached eggs and you put that on top. And I've just added some spinach underneath just to give a little bit of
So
color.
healthy, so good. Jason, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You started us off back to school
Back
so
to school,
well.
kids.
He mentioned the website has our recipes, yourmorning.ca. We will be right back.